Hey folks, big changes here at the shop. Looking forward to show you. It's gonna be a work in progress, but I wanna show you a few big things going on here, the big reveal. We are finally moved in, actually officially, unofficially, here. Welcome to my underground lair. My office is, whoa, we got a teaser of the wreck that is my office here. But I'm worried about production, folks. Getting things done, getting active, all that. Meanwhile, here we go, slow-mo. We're gonna go super slow-mo. Here we go, grand reveal. The Queen's office here. Look at this, isn't this beautiful? Man, that's so nice. The doors here, they move shut. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? So, yes, the Queen's, this makes me want to get a truck. My buddy Chad over at Natural Design Landscapes in Canada, he has a Dodge with an interior like that. It looks gorgeous, makes me want one bad. That chair is beautiful. Chair's nicer than my truck. But this is the office set up here at the moment. I got this desk for free. I love it. These chairs are going to the podcast room. We're gonna go back to, and then we got that office chair on an online auction site. How cool is this? By the way, this view of all that beautiful ADS pipe in my transformer. But look at these beautiful white oak trees. My grandpa planted these a billion years ago. Long story, you have to go back way back in the channel and I hear more about that. But I'm looking forward to showing you what's going on out in the yard. You didn't see in the last video, oh, that needs vacuumed up. But we have flushing toilets. Our water's really dirty because the well's brand new. Look at this. Oh my gosh, we're civilized now. Isn't that something? Yeah, such a big deal. This is going to be our editor, Hunter. This is going to be one of his spaces out here. We're in the podcast studio. We've got our table here. Britt's making the table. So we got the podcast studio here, folks. That's going to be awesome. The conference room, all the lighting is done. Everything's like hooked up. Like, look at that. That's so cool. Isn't that beautiful? That's our conference room. Let me show you outside here real quick. But look at this. You ready? Here we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Unilock Arcana pavers, big supporters here at the Hardscape Academy. 10 foot wide, recommend that as a minimum for any porch. If it's any narrower, you're probably screwing up. This is just incredible. So we've got all this beautiful, beautiful open space here. We wanted kind of, if you have Cracker Barrels around you, that restaurant, we wanted that big feel for the front porch, right? So this is really something, as you saw in some other YouTube videos. It's all dirty, folks. Jason Zulo says we should have put matting down and all that. Don't disagree. I was debating, we got like 10 people coming to a hardscape training next week, and I was debating, should we clean this up with some 57? And we probably should. We should probably just buckle down and get that done. So we'll do that. Okay, back at it. So many big reveals. The kids' room here, look at this. Whoa. So the kids haven't gone beanbag chair shopping yet, but that is one little privilege they're gonna get. The kitchen here, we got this. I can't remember if this has been seen or not, but isn't that cool? Those things fold out like that. How awesome. But yeah, so the countertops, we just got them setting on here. We got cut out for the sink. There's so much stuff. We've been going pretty hard in here, so the place is kind of a wreck, but I want to show you something I'm really excited about is the organization of our area for the guys. Like, this is really cool. This is a big deal. We've got, again, all this week-long construction stuff here. This area is going to be completely cleared out for all our Hardscape Academy build area, which is going to be really cool. But now here's the big thing I'm really excited about. I want to show you our shelves and how they're all laid out. Maybe this is like the big reveal. I don't know. There's so many. Okay, so we got these cages here, and we'll probably change this actually. I've got a cheaper system for these. So I think we're gonna put these more out in the field, and we'll show, you saw in another video how we were using this for trash. But all this is our 4-inch pipe fittings for our corrugated material. That is all 6-inch related, all 6-inch stuff. So now here we've got all these shelves laid out, really awesome. And again, the idea is 5 o'clock on a Friday, the guys don't want to we keep as much stuff on the trucks as we possibly can, right? But We also want stuff that doesn't go on the trucks regularly to be able to be thrown back on the truck or back on the shelves as quickly and easily and inexcusably as possible, not ending up just thrown inside the door or something like that. That is unacceptable from here on at Auman. Because everything is gonna have a very clear place. Like these labels will come off, and then it's gonna be, this whole thing is now a water related, this is all water related stuff. So our big pumps, our full trash pumps, if you will, those might come down because I had to get one off there, the little one off there the other day, and it sucked even with our librarian ladder. I'm gonna try not to pan so much because I'm really excited. There's all sorts of fittings up here. Let's bring our ladder over. What the heck? This thing was 400 bucks used, but this beats the tar, and it's safer than using an extension ladder. And it's easier for guys to reference things here. But we can come up, so everything is labeled. This should, there we go, pop-up emitters. So that's handy for drainage work. All sorts of PVC or I'm sorry, those are all SDR fittings. Here's some pipe gaskets, SDR 3-inch fittings, which we don't use a lot of 3-inch. We hardly ever use it. That's only there just for an emergency repair. We've got all of our pumps here on a pallet, so a skid steer can come in, just snag one off of here if we need. All of our hoses, these are all our suction hoses, which you need suction and discharge hoses. Now the suction hose could be used as discharge, but you cannot suck from a trash pump. We had a guy try that one time. You cannot suck out of a trash pump through a discharge hose. It won't do it. It'll suck the straw flat. And here we got all these crates of stuff. Miscellaneous conduit, elbows and turns, 1/2-inch plus, 6-inch SDR miscellaneous fittings, 4-inch Schedule 40 miscellaneous, Schedule 40 1/2-inch plus miscellaneous things. And then up there some pipe lube, downspout aluminum pieces. These are dewatering bags, which need labeled better. A dandy bag there too. All of the wonderful NDS drain basins, little itty bitty catch basins. There's a drip irrigation box. Here's a trash pump fittings box. So if we need to rig up some kind of crazy fitting thing, there we go, a couple of those. And then we got all sorts of that, and shut off valves and all sorts of stuff. How cool is that? Drip irrigation line. So all this is labeled and laid out, and this is just going to get better and better as we go. There's some polymeric sand and a pallet, and then there's some cold patch asphalt on there, which I may put that, this may be the tar shelf, right? So we got fiber foundation, non-fibered foundation coating. So anytime we're building up against a block foundation, only on block, we're going to waterproof it too. So that's a good idea, right? Our concrete, our bull floats. This right now, this shelf's not as organized. I'm still trying to figure out the whole home to this thing. Some bunch of core bits for our SDS drills. This needs organized a little bit more. That again, there's a thing of cold patch, some mortar. Hell, there's a bag of, well, that's type S. Never mind. More blacktop. So actually, some of that blacktop can end up over here. Foam expansion. Here we got some more expansion joint for what little concrete we do, which is rare. Our poles for our brooms and stuff like that. Now this is the daily finish shelf. Like we talked about this in the last video, but I want you to see this now it's kind of laid out. So we got a bunch of caulking style guns here. There's some sticky stone glue in there, our regular large tube adhesive, grease, PB blaster, all this stuff, kind of a daily consumable. Some PPE stuff here, yard signs that are supposed to go on every single job when we're out there working. Pipe lube, chalk, paints. Again, you only want to be using white marking paint or pink. Pink is for temporary surveying marks. Now, this is striping paint when we do stormwater repair, but if you mark out in green, that's for stormwater locating. Yellow is for gas, red is for electric, and you start getting on a job site and you mark that out. Actually, in Ohio, it's illegal to do that, which seems crazy, right? But it's conflicting markings on site, which can get people in trouble and get people hurt, or worse, killed if we think the wrong markings are wherever. Gas tracer line, drain pipe tracer line, some nails, chain link repair kits, Versa pins for Versalock metal edging spikes, just all the kind of like consumable stuff, right? Chain binders and straps. I found an awesome, or no, Mulder sent me an awesome chain binder and strap thingy that we're going to weld up this winter. A whole bunch of hooks and pintle hooks and pitch and all that stuff. That's cool. We got these racks going over here. Again, there's a lot of refining to do. We bought these at Lowe's here. These racks seem to do pretty good. Again, most of the truck should have all this stuff on it always. One of the guys came up with this for the pole saw, like that'll work. We need that for this long magnesium screed here. Need the same, well, actually, we'll just put it in there for now. But you know, actually, how about that? Look at that, sports fans, how about that? Again, a little bit of a fuel station here. This thing's full of mixed fuel, so that's always handy. We hung up all of our head shears here, which we don't do a lot of it, but they're labeled which ones are only used for deadheading and which ones are used for head shearing only. And then as these wear out, these get downgraded. If you, I don't know, you could say it's downgraded or demoted to now deadheading, so we'll scrub that off. And then the brand new stuff always comes in as head shears. A string trimmer, our paddle broom, all that stuff. Now we got our heavier stuff here. No, we got a lot of hardscape stuff out on jobs, on a trailer. The compactors, all that kind of stuff. This is kind of the larger tool area. So we've got a block clamp, we've got another a tread setter there, a backup saw. We've got an electric sawzall here, an SDS Max. This is a battery powered DeWalt. We love this thing, big grinder. Low voltage lighting is here right now. Sod cutter, this is kind of the horticultural area, if you will. So fertilizer spreader, sod cutter, tillers. The plant tarps for putting over plants when we haul them. Here's some mycorrhiza bacteria. Just a bunch of stuff. I don't want that on there. We need to make a shelf or something for our hose fittings thing, so that'll need a new home, whatever. But that's really cool, isn't it? So that's all kind of all set up right now. That's how we're doing it, give or take at the moment. So yeah, so that's set up. I'm really excited to share this stuff with you. Any comments or thoughts you have of organization or organizational tools or hangers or anything like that? This area here is painted red. Britt tried to do a spray paint. She's crazy. That's muy loco. You actually spray paint on plywood doesn't really work that well, especially over 30, 40 square feet of, 35 square feet of stuff. Doesn't really work very well. So we need to paint that red. But what goes there is all of our safety stuff. Our eye wash, will be a first aid kit, another fire extinguisher, although I want all fire extinguishers by the door. Oh my gosh, folks. We have hot and cold running water, which is really amazing. As you saw, you can see the water still needs purged out of the well, but we have running, draining water. How wonderful of a solution is that? We've got a ton of lighting that we need to get hooked up. Hinkley here from our friends at Green Foundry. If you want to know how to do landscape lighting, reach out to our friends at Green Foundry. They'll help you design a project. They'll design a project for you, spec the lights, all that kind of stuff, whatever. We got our separate panel wired up over there so we don't have to run a billion home runs. It's this crazy #2 wire. That's got to get run in the mechanical room. Folks, I'm all sorts of fired up. Again, big thanks to Green Foundry. Reach out to those folks. Unilock, GPS Track It, and Steiner. And then, of course, Hardscape Academy, which we'll be building all sorts of stuff in here in just a few days, actually. And Together in Trades, that's in Big Sky, Montana this year. Go to togetherintrades.com. So with that being said, let's run over here real quick and we'll see how Britt's making on her table. Look at this wiring here, isn't that pretty? Nicely done by PAP. Radiant floor heating system looks really good. There we are back at the King and Queen's office. Well, the King's office and the boss's office. How's it going, Britt? Whoa, this is so cool. That's how it says to build it, huh?
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly. Brittany is not one to follow the instructions on building stuff. It drives me bonkers.
Well, for starters, it says use 2 people for assembly.
I'm busy, lady.
I wouldn't dance on the table, but I think you can talk.
Yeah, you would.
Those are my prior years.
Your latter years? Oh man, Granny up there getting with it. All right, folks, so that's it. Big news, big excitement. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.